안녕하십니까. 다시 한번.
Yes, welcome back. My name is Kim Song-jun from the 8 o'clock news. So the live broadcasting session is over. Now you can be a little bit more relaxed. You don't have to worry. The camera won't be showing you on TV. Sir Tim Berners-Lee gave us the keynote address, and you probably felt that he's an outstanding and exceptional person with very free-floating ideas, and I think that's what allowed him to be so innovative. Now we'll talk about collaboration solutions for tomorrow in a more in-depth manner. We'll be talking about conditions for collaboration, in particular in the area of technology. In the digital technology area, a new concept called 3.0 has emerged. Of course, everybody does talk about 1.0, 2.0, etc. But digital 3.0 means adding responsibility to digital 2.0. Then what is the mission of design in the era of digital 3.0, and what is the partnership between consumers and businesses going to be? We have with us Mr. Chang DongHoon, the Executive Vice President of Samsung Electronics and Head of Design. He'll be talking about Life Companion.
박수 부탁드립니다.
네, 안녕하십니까.
Good morning, everyone. As was just introduced, I'm leading the design team at Samsung Electronics, especially for the IT and media communication devices. While I was listening to the keynote, I was able to realize that the vision of the World Wide Web
의미 있는 것을
was not just for enjoyment or convenience, but much more than that, seeking opportunities of cooperation and collaboration for a better future. So I think that that goes in line with what I wanted to talk to you about today. Recently, many people are talking about the theme 3.0. We talk about Web 3.0 and many other concepts. And today I would like to talk about Design 3.0. So I would like to give a brief overview of the past and then look at what are the characteristics of the era of Design 3.0. Design 1.0 was focused on the product, about making a product from the company's perspective, and then the consumers would choose the ones that would appeal to them. So looking at the quality, the performance, and the outer design, these types of direct elements were the most important factors. And design, in order to attract the eyes of the consumers, was mostly focused on the exterior. As you can see, the icon of the design of the 1990s, Philip Stark's Juicy, or the Benz phone, which was a cellular phone with a very unique design that appealed to many people, and Sony's Vaio notebook series are a good example of those types of designs. Going on to the next era, 2.0, which is focused on information, the participation and sharing of information became very important elements here. So a fast exchange of information, provision of information was necessary, and through blogs, many people started to discuss their experiences about specific products or services with others. So during this period, what is most important was a differentialized experience. So the UX design or the UI design became very important. Color, materials, and other types of aspects were also a focus area. So from this era, we saw that there was a shift between a square or rectangular type of a frame to a more curved frame shape, and TOC TVs, which had this kind of spectacular senses, and touch user experience in the Galaxy phone series and the haptic phone are good examples of this time period. And now we can say that we are entering the 3.0 era, which is mostly focusing on values. Design 3.0 in this respect encompasses and envelopes these values. Let's take a look at some of the specific values that can be important here. Here is a woman who had the dream of becoming an illustrator, but because of her family economic conditions, she was not able to actually get an education in that field. And she also had some troubles in her eyes, an illness which allowed her to give up on her dreams. But the Galaxy Note 10.0, which her husband gave her the opportunity to start working on these types of drawings again. Using the S Pen, she was able to, on the screen itself, make these drawings and also search for specific pictures that she wanted to look at before making these drawings. These are the 4 cats that she drew. We can see that it is very delicate. It is really at the level of a professional designer. She has her own blog on the internet, and she's continuing to do her work just as she had dreamed when she was younger. What you see now is a messenger which is provided for the visually disabled. This is a concept that was researched by Samsung's China Design Research Institute in 2006. It was very innovative, and it was awarded the IDEA Gold Award from the US, which is a very worldwidely renowned design award. So, in Design 3.0, the first value that we can see included is caring. Caring for other people, to make other people happy, and to even move people. Let's take a look at a video that explains this value.
ছেলের বয়স 9 বছর আর মেয়ের বয়স মাত্র 1 বছর। মানে সবাই আমরা কি এখানে আছি, যার ছেলে মেয়ে। তা এই জন্য আমি তারপরে মানে 9 বছর পরে আমার এই মেয়ে নিচ্ছি। এটা আমার মানে বড় বাবুর বাচ্চা দিয়ে বলতেছি। আমার যখন প্রথম বাচ্চা হলো তখন আমি কিছুই মানে এসব জানতাম না যে বাচ্চাকে কিভাবে লালন পালন করতে হবে, কি খাওয়াতে হবে, কত মাস পর্যন্ত বুকের দুধ খাওয়াতে হবে, আমি জানতাম না। এগুলো আমি জানিনি, সেজন্য আমার বাচ্চাকে অনেক হাসপাতালে ডাক্তারের কাছে সবসময় মানে অসুখ লেগেই থাকতো। কিন্তু তখন আমি জানিনি যে এভাবে 6 মাস পর্যন্ত বুকের দুধ খাইতে হয় বা একটু পানিও খাওয়াতে হয় না এর মাঝে। এটা সবচেয়ে ভালো লাগছে যে বাচ্চাকে যখন বাচ্চা একটু বড় হবে, 6 মাস বা 3 মাস হবে বাচ্চা, তখন বাচ্চার চোখে চোখ রেখে কথা বলতে হবে। এটা অবশ্য জানতাম না যে বাচ্চা চোখে চোখ রেখে কথা বলতে হবে, বাচ্চার কথা মানে বাচ্চা ওইভাবে শিখে। এখানে আমার ডাক্তারের কাছে যেতে হয়, মানে স্বাস্থ্যকর্মীর কাছে যেতে হয়, যে জানতে হয়। এখন আমার তা হয় না, আমি মেসেজের মাধ্যমে ঘরে বসে পাইতেছি সেবাগুলো। খাবার, তারপর স্বাস্থ্য সবকিছু এভাবে আমি দেখছি মেসেজের মাধ্যমে আর কি, সবকিছু পেয়ে ওভাবে আমি লালন পালন করছি।
지금 보신
The video that you just saw introduces you to MAMA, which is a collaboration between the regional government, the mobile service provider, and NGOs to provide health and development-related information via the mobile phone to these mothers. Asharani, who you saw on this video, if she hadn't been a part of this program, then she may not be in this happy, healthy state that she is in right now. What you see on the screen right now is a graffiti artist named Tony, who was very active during the 1980s and the 90s, but he suffered from a disease titled ALS, and he was paralyzed. So for Tony, there was a device that was created called Eye Writer. As you can see here, by moving his eyes, he is able to make a drawing which will be reflected to a wall outside. So through this technology, Tony is continuing to work just as he did before his illness. Based upon this type of an idea, Samsung Electronics was able to develop an eyeball mouse called iCAN. This project was actually conducted through voluntary contributions of the employees. So this is an input device for the disabled people who can use their eye movement. Previously, there were similar types of technologies, but it was quite bulky and it was very expensive. However, for iCAN, it's a smaller size and it's much more affordable, only about 50,000 won, so that anyone who needs to use it can use it. The manual as well as the related software is actually provided open source, so anyone is able to access it. And currently, the Korea Disabled People's Development Institute and Samsung Electronics is cooperating together to make this possible to be provided for many people. Actually, this afternoon, you'll be able to see the iCAN team, and I hope that you'll be able to give them a lot of support when they make their presentation. Recently, these Tom's shoes have become very popular around the world. I think everybody has seen them or even own them. Why do many young people like this brand of shoes so much? Well, it's because they're comfortable and they're very good design shoes, but additionally, it is because of the spirit or the mentality behind the shoes. Blake Mikoski, who established the company Tom's, went to visit Argentina and saw many children who were walking and living barefoot. So he came up with the idea that every one pair of shoes sold means that there will be one pair of shoes donated to the children in need. So that is how Tom started to do business. As you can see, sharing is the second value that needs to be included in Design 3.0. I don't know if you go to the zoo often. I go to the zoo sometimes. And when you go to the zoo, what happens usually? You visit from one cage to the next, and you look from the outside. And it can end up being quite a distanced experience where you see penguins or lions far off in over there, just waiting for someone to feed them. However, this zoo is the Asayama Zoo in Hokkaido of Japan. It's a completely different experience. Instead of simply having a spectator type of an experience, the exhibit is more focused on actually the people doing some actions and corresponding in some way with the animals. So it's not just penguins waddling about, but we can see these penguins who are swimming in the water,
물개의 모습.
or the seals or water lions or chimpanzees that are actually doing what they do best, looking for food. So the animals can be very free, just like they are doing their day-to-day activities, and people who are watching the animals can also feel a sense of connection with them. So in the small city of 300,000 people, because of this exhibit, it has now become a famous location that many people around the world want to visit. So another value for Design 3.0 is empathy that links us together. By sharing happy experiences, not just for me, but with others, this will create a better society and a warmer society for all. At Samsung Electronics, we believe that these three values need to be implemented into our products, and with a slogan called Make It Meaningful from 2011, we are pursuing these changes. One of the major products that represents this is the mobile phone Galaxy. Sophisticated design, performance, and specifications, these are all important, but as we started to focus on design for human as the platform of our design concept, we were able to focus more on the experience itself. Would you please listen to what one of the developers had to say about this?
을 담아내고 싶었습니다. 보다 더 감성적인 부분, 그 과거의 스마트폰보다는 이제 소비자하고 좀 더 교감하는.
계곡에 흐르는 물이 있는데 그 속에 조약돌이 햇빛을 받아서 아주 반짝거리는 모습을 보게 되었습니다. 그런 것들을 폰에 어떻게 담아낼 수 있을지 고민을 많이 했고요.
어떤 것이 가장 자연스러우며 어떤 것이 가장 현실에 가까운 소리인가를 고민을 되게 많이 했어요. 정말 그 살림욕을 하는 듯한 느낌을 주자. 그럴 수 없을까? 이게 저희 고민이었고요.
언락을 하는 이 스크린을 빈도수를 상당히 높게 보고 있는데요. 그 화면마다 어떤 즐거운 상상을 끌어내기를 원했어요. 첫인상도 따뜻하고 편안하지만 사용하면서도 사용자한테 점점 더 미닝풀하게 되는,
첨단의 기술을 가지고 있지만 사람이 그 기술을 갖다가 알기 위해서 노력할 필요 없이 기술이 알아서 사람들에게 맞춰주는 의미 있는 가치를 줄 수 있는 그러한 디자인을 만들고자 노력하였습니다. 복잡한 그 현대를 살아가는 그
Many people living in modern society in an urban setting, for them, I think the most important thing would be to feel a sense of comfort and some meaningfulness. So instead of having a very rigid square and rectangular type of an approach, we went ahead with a lot of curves. And of course, this was not an easy project because we had to go through millions of prototyping to be able to deliver this. And at the same time, as you can see, by tracking the eye movement, if you're not looking at the phone, then the phone turns itself off automatically, and you are able to share a lot of information with others. And to turn on the screen, when you touch it, makes this rippling sound and effect. These were the main ideas that we focused on for the development of this phone. Last week, Galaxy S4 was launched, and with the theme of Life Companion, what we wanted to provide through Galaxy S4 is not just be a convenient machine, but to become a companion or a partner in your life. So, if you go on a trip, you usually take a lot of pictures, or if there's a major event in your life, you take a lot of pictures. And in that case, these precious moments of your lives are combined together in order to create a story, and you can share information or music files together through a wireless hotspot when combined with other Galaxy phones. And you can also create a lot of media and pictures, and also send your voices real time and so forth. Let's take a look at what Galaxy S4 can provide you.
어떻습니까?
I hope you enjoyed that video. The last scene here shows what a life companion is, and I hope that Galaxy S4 will achieve that goal. When you give a bowl of water to a stranger passing by, it is Korean tradition that we put a couple of leaves on top so the person does not drink in too much water at once. And this is the type of consideration that we want to put into our products for the future. Thank you.